Andrew McCart, IFLTV, delighted to be joined by a burnt, looks like a burnt crisp Billy Nelson. Billy, it's 12 in the afternoon here, but you're in the pitch black. Where are you?
I'm over in Phuket in Thailand. Here to middle of next week and back home. I've been very lucky with the weather. The forecast was for rain every single day we were here, but the rain was here on the first day, and it was rain. Let me tell you, and then ever since then it's been wonderful, wonderful people here, lovely place.
Well, true to the stereotype of a Scotsman in the sun, you're burnt to a crisp.
Aye, aye. Yesterday was quite bad. Last night was a bad sleep.
I bet it was. I don't want to see your belly if that's burnt, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah. So what's happened? You've been quite vocal on Twitter reference Crocker and Conor Benn fight. I think a lot of people are wanting to know what is the script of Big Martin Bakole, and that's the kind of question I said to Ben Shalom yesterday in my interview. I said to him, "What's the script of Big Martin?" He said that he'll be out in February time, whether on a Riyadh season card or one in the UK. He said he will have a fight in the UK and one at Riyadh season. What discussions have you had reference that?
None, little to none. The truth be told, Ben spoke to me once on the phone since May, and our advisor. He doesn't. Just the lack of communication is unbelievable, unbelievable. Uh, Listen, but he's saying that we're fighting in January and February. If I had £100 for every time he said you've got to, we're going to fight then, you're going to fight. I mean, when we first signed from in February, we were going to fight in late March, early April. That ended up being May. Then we never got a fight again until November, and it was Spencer Brown that got us that fight against Takam. And then that was November, and then we never got a fight again until the August of the following year against Anderson. Again, it was Spencer Brown that got us that fight. Uh, then we got the Parker fight on the Thursday night at 7:15. Ben Shalom phoned me up. Where he's getting, I begged him for the fight. He's tripping out. He's not. I thought it was a promoter's job when they got offered the fight to put it to the boxer's manager. And then I put it to Martin. Martin accepted the fight. What part of begging is he referring to? Because he's just talking bullshit, absolute bullshit. He offered us the fight. We put it to Martin. Martin accepted it. The fight was done.
Hmm. Well, I think Martin, when you look at Martin as the heavyweight, he was the boogeyman for so long, and this, that, and the next thing. But the thing what I know about Martin and yourself, Martin is a fan-friendly fighter. He's going for the knockout. He is one of them fighters that isn't going to go on the back foot and try and point score. He wants to knock you out. So I think fans want to see Martin more in the ring. Now,
Mhm.
for you, is it how frustrating has it been for you this sort of last since well, I suppose since the Jagba fight?
No, I'd say the last 3 years has been very frustrating
Right.
because he's not been. You know, uh, we managed to get him at number one in the IBF. So nothing to do with boxer. It was purely the team that's run about me as well, uh, and my advisor. We managed to get to number one in the rankings and high up in the uh, other organisations' rankings, apart for the WBO, which we've never been ranked with them for whatever reason. I don't know. Uh, but like I explained to you in the first nearly 2 years, we had three fights, and two of them were done with Spencer Brown. So if you were Martin Bakole, would you be happy with that? Three
Mm.
fights in 2 years.
To be honest, I don't think.
Granted, don't get me wrong, Andy. Don't get me wrong. We did. He's correct in what he said. We did get Hofodorgovich, but he knew fine well Martin Bakole was in Congo because he's got business interests over there. He's got
Mm.
a private hospital that he owns. He's got a couple of hotels. He's got a nightclub, and he's building a shopping centre. So he has got a bit of business over there, and he was over there. And Ben Shalom was well aware that he was there. So why he phoned up and asked us for the Hrgovic fight, I don't know. Is it to say that he offered us the fight? Most probably.
Again. Martin's home. Well, I'll say Martin's home now, but he's back in Scotland. He's training away. I know he's
Mhm.
back in the gym. Now the thing with Ben Shalom said also that he said that Martin Bakole has never been 100% in a fight. And I think he may be alluding to the weight, how heavy he was. Now, he did say when Martin Bakole is, I'm 100% right now, when Martin Bakole is 100%, he will be the best heavyweight in the world. Now, you've mentioned as well that maybe Martin Bakole is too heavy in these last few fights. Do you agree
Well,
with?
well, listen. Forget about the Parker fight. The Parker fight is a
Hmm.
non-entity. It was a 24-hour job, a non-entity. Martin went over basically to help out Turkey Al Sheikh. Don't get me wrong, he got handsomely rewarded, but it was to help out His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh. Uh, First and foremost, with a guarantee that we got the Jagba fight. Granted, the Jagba fight, it wasn't in the best condition he's been in. Far from it. Uh, Bitterly disappointed. I was bitterly disappointed with his performance. But all we've been wanting since May, basically, as another opportunity to get back out, and we've been promised this, promised that. The name Hunter's been mentioned multiple occasions. Whether that happens or not, Hunter, Miller, we've had Zhang, uh, well, mate. Sometimes I think Ben just wakes up in the morning. He has a wee dream at night time that, I think I'll put Martin in with another and opens his mouth and lets his belly rumble a wee bit.
You sound a wee bit peed off yourself, Billy. Is it? Are you peed off with the situation that's going on?
Well, of course I'm, because it's a never never. It's kicking the can down the street all the time. Um, we were told we'd probably be in Saudi in November, December. Now we're looking at January, February. The thing Ben doesn't know, what does Ben actually know about fighting? He's never been involved in a fight in his life, right? He's never been in a boxing ring. I couldn't imagine. He doesn't know. It's very, very difficult when you've not got a date to be motivated, and especially as a heavyweight. You know what I mean? When they're big guys and they eat a lot, what we do? I mean, look at all the. Martin's not the only one who puts a lot of weight on. You know what I mean? And if you've not got, you need to be motivated. Get a date, get it set in concrete, and then we'll fight and do what he does best.
The weight issue, though, is Martin. You mentioned yourself about nutritionist and S&C coach. Is that in place now for Martin?
I've got a strength and conditioning coach coming up. As soon as Ben Shalom gives me a date, a strength and conditioning coach will be over within 5 days for America. Got it all lined up. The nutritionist is harder because he's a vegetarian, believe it or not, and he really doesn't want to change for eating African food that he's used to.
Mm.
So we really need to sort something out there. But he's back training. He's been back training for 5 or 6 weeks now. I mean, he's doing 10 rounds a day in the bag, relentless on the bag. So he's got a head start fitness wise. He just has to lose a bit of weight. Well, he
Mm.
has been losing. I think he's lost about 17 pounds.
I put it to Ben Shalom yesterday as well, off camera. That was is I said to him, "Why don't you go the high road, Martin? I think with Sam Hickey you can sell a hot ticket. You got a couple of Scottish fighters." He says, "Would Martin do well in Scotland? Sell? I think he would. I
I
think
do
Martin.
well.
I think he would
But
do
they
well in
couldn't.
Scotland."
But he's not got the finances to do that fight.
Mm.
Their budgets don't allow for that. He's told me that the only way Martin Bakole is going to fight for boxer is in Saudi shows. Being realistic,
Well, again, it's hopefully we see Martin back in the ring ASAP. Have you tried to phone? When was the last time you tried to phone Ben Shalom?
I've stopped trying to phone him. When ignorance is a bad thing in my eyes. When you phone people continually and they blank you, but even worse, you phone somebody and then they text you. They text you within 10 seconds, so they're freely available to 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 send you a text. Ignorant, ignorant, and that's the only word I'm going to use now because I could go on a wee rant now.
Please do.
No.
I'm joking. Listen, we'll leave it there with Big Martin Bakole because obviously you're frustrated. But another thing you've been vocal on is Lewis Crocker and the Conor Benn fight. You've mentioned that there's talk about
It's not
Haney.
happening. Conor Benn didn't want it. Why would you not want an all British world title fight?
Well, he said it was the IBF. But I didn't see any quotes, but I heard he said it was the IBF rehydration clause.
Of course it is, but it was good enough for Chris Eubank against him. So I would say, and you know, obviously that affected Chris Eubank massively. But if he was fighting Lewis Crocker, it's the same for both guys. He claims to be a 147 fighter. Will he be a 147 fighter again?
Well, let's talk about him fighting Ryan Garcia.
Let's talk about him fighting the planet. Let's talk about him fighting the planet. I mean, Ryan Garcia, Haney, Martin, Lewis Crocker, Rowley, even Barrios, they'll all beat him.
Is that you honestly believe that?
100%. Do you not?
It's not. Listen, I'm the interviewer, not the interviewee, William.
Well, I'm asking you the same question you asked me.
I think Ben is a very, very good fighter. I think he's ferocious. He's
ferocious.
Yeah, but I think
when he's not stopped somebody. He's not stopped anybody in 3 years.
Yeah, but he throws a lot of punches. He does. He's on the front foot.
Aye. He's fighting guys that are a shadow of themselves.
So do you think? Well, Garcia's got a fight coming up. Wait. Garcia's got a fight coming up.
You guys are class, by the way. You need to be honest with yourself. Be honest.
What was the question?
Chris Eubank was a
yes,
shadow.
No. I think the rematch.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Hit me.
Chris Eubank fighting Lewis Crocker. See if Chris Eubank got hit with the left hook that the left hook that hit Paddy Donovan, he'd have been put into oblivion. So he would have. With Lewis Crocker at 160, I'm talking about. You wait and see when Lewis Crocker's at 154. He's going to be ferocious. A machine.
But what my next question was going to be is, it seems like Haney's just fought. All right. There's back and forth with them. Garcia, Barrios look like they're fighting. I don't know if it's signed. Is it signed? Maybe I can't quite remember. Rolly Romero. It seems that
he was meant to be fighting. Was it Pacquiao? Or was it Barrios and Pacquiao? I'm not sure.
Barrios and Pacquiao fought last August, I think it was.
There was talk that they were going to fight again, though, weren't
they? Yeah. But I think Garcia's fighting Barrios. But it seems like for you, Lewis Crocker, what is unless he's unifying against one of these champions, you think the Conor Benn fight should get made next?
100%. Co-op Arena in Manchester, neutral venue, 20-odd thousand people, sold out like that. Only one person doesn't want it.
Is it just solely down to that IBF rehydration clause? Is that what you think it is, or is there other reasons as to why he doesn't want it?
You need to ask Conor Benn that, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. But what if you can't get the Conor Benn fight? Obviously, what was it? When did Lewis fight? September
the 13th.
Aye, September the 13th. Now, what is on the cards for Lewis? I mean, we're into December now. We're going into December. Sorry.
I know. They're talking to people, and Jamie's always chatting to me about what's happening. I feel now the way the landscape is now, I think it'll be a voluntary defence. But then after that, you've got to be looking at mandatories, and if you don't get a mandatory, you've got to, I think he'd step up. But I think he will get a mandatory after a voluntary. No a mandatory. Unification.
And if he doesn't get that unification, he's going up to 154.
I'm not saying he will, but I don't want to get in if Paddy Donovan, if he beat Paro, By the way, that's going to be a good fight, and I fancy Paddy Donovan to win that fight. But listen, I think he could get screwed over there with the judges. I took David Brophy over there to Melbourne, and he stopped that Zach Dunn. I think he had him down twice, won 5 or 6 of the 7 rounds, and one of the judges had Zach Dunn winning by 2 rounds.
I remember that fight. That was for the Commonwealth, wasn't
Oh, terrible! Absolutely shocking scoring. But that was for the Commonwealth title. This is the world title, mind you. But you know, I hope Paddy does it. Of course I do.
And the trilogy, well, you welcome the trilogy? I mean, that
Nah,
Windsor Park was unbelievable.
nah. It was great, but that ship sailed, I think.
Mhm. Well, listen, it seems like going into 2026, there's going to be a lot of options for both your fighters in Lewis Crocker and Martin Bakole. Hopefully, they can get a busy early quarter of next year. Now, I just want to touch on Richie Riakpo quickly because I tell you what, he's filled into that heavy.
Give us Dave Allen the 21st of February.
That was quick.
There's a good fight. There's a good fight.
No,
Dave Allen's a fine fighter.
yeah,
He just failed against
Makhmudov.
the big Canadian boy.
Makhmudov. Yeah.
Aye, Makhmudov. I was there. He just failed against him. Richard Rackpo's on his way up. He's in the top 15 of or 2 of the organisations now. I think that'd be a cracking fight. I'd let you know whether Dave is it world levelish, and it will certainly let us know if Richard Rackpo is.
That's a tasty fight, yeah.
That would be a good fight, mate. It's good. Dave Allen's a good fighter, tough as fuck. Be a good fight.
Would you not? Are you not looking at this British heavyweight title fight that I'm down in Derby for, the Clark TKB winner?
Not really, no. No. Richard Rackpo's above both of them. I'd suggest.
All right. Well, Billy, I don't want to.
And that'll be a good fight tonight. Fraser Clark's a good friend of mine, and I think he's educated jab will win the fight.
He's got a good jab, Fraser. Yeah, you saw that in the Fabio 1 fight. We saw that jab working well.
Which he won, he did win. Never got a decision.
A lot of people are saying that as well, Billy. But I tell you what, Fabio Wardley getting that world title, did you ever think that would happen? That's a crazy story in itself, isn't it?
Mate, that's brilliant. Brilliant story. Brilliant story. It really is. It really is a fantastic story. I don't agree you get given a world title.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not right. Imagine, right. God forbid, but his first defence he loses. When's he ever held a world title belt above his head?
Yeah.
Never. And it's happened before. So it's no for me being handed it. I don't think that's.
If I was a boxer and you handed me a world title, I'd take it. Well, I'll take it.
I know, but you should earn the right to be called a world champion. No be given it via whatever means.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. Well, Billy, you're on.
I wish him nothing but the best. I wish him nothing but the best because what he's achieved is fantastic. Coming from no amateur background, a few white collar fights. Well done, Fabio Wardley. Well done, son.
Well, a voluntary against Martin Bakole.
That's about as likely as me getting down to 10 stone for the Mora.
Well, you never know. Amazing things have happened, William. You never know.
Frank Bourne's only got to make a phone call.
Well,
It
listen,
doesn't seem to want to put. It doesn't seem to want to put any fighters in with Martin Bakole, does he? I mean, Big Moses. That's all their name. That's the only name that came out of their mouth in August when he beat that guy in Glasgow. That all went dead. Then we got offered the fight in November. I think it was October, November time for his last fight with Dylan White. We got offered the fight. We said yes, we'll fight him. This is what we want. Nothing. So it's kind of strange.
but your phone's always on, right?
Always, mate. Always.
Just checking.
And if I don't answer it, just voicemail me.
You'll get back to you ASAP. Well, don't vote. You're on holiday right now, so relax. Enjoy your holiday. Get all the business done when you come back.
I will do. 100%.
I'm pretty sure you don't want to be talking to me when you're in a beautiful country like that. I can see the balcony you're on. You've got a nice tan. I mean, you're probably sick and tired of seeing me. You probably want to go and chill out down the hotel lobby or go out for
Well,
some dinner.
I said, what's the time over there now?
It's 1:45 in the afternoon.
So it's 7:45 here. 7 hours. No, what a lovely place, mate. I'd recommend Thailand for anybody. Lovely, lovely people, by the way.
I've been before,
Really
a
nice.
long time ago,
Really
mind
nice.
you.
The foot's a bit dodgy. But I'm a very
You're very
plain eater.
picky. Yeah, you're very picky.
I'm very picky, so it's not been the best. It's not been the best. I'm gonna come home lighter than what I
Well,
went.
maybe that 10 stone by tomorrow. You might make that 10 stone by tomorrow.
You never know. You
One
never
big
know.
shite, and that's it.
Every second shop's a massage place here.
And you've not been in one, have you?
Oh, two.
William, listen, enjoy the rest of your holiday, mate.
Hey, Andy,
Thanks for
thank you.
jumping on. And like I say, enjoy the rest of your holiday. I'll catch up with you soon.
Take care, mate. All the
Cheers.
best.
Take care, Billy. Cheers.